I was born in Ohio, grew up in Arizona, and enlisted in the Army from the Phoenix MEPS. In 1998, I joined the Army, and I joined mainly because I felt like I was bored with school and I wanted to do something more challenging, more exciting. During my 12 years in the Army, I spent 2 tours in Kosovo, 1 tour to Iraq, and 1 tour to Afghanistan.
This week on Veteran Outdoors, the Army Bass Anglers join us as we surprise U.S. Army veteran Matt Miles for an adventure both on the water and in the field.
There we go, we got one. Grab the net, grab the net.
Matt is a veteran of the Iraq War who lost his left leg in an IED blast. He won't miss a chance to get back in the action on this episode of Veteran Outdoors.
Several years ago, a small group of friends, both veterans and civilians, banded together to make a difference and to pay tribute to our country's veterans. The mission was simple: to honor our country's wounded veterans' service and sacrifice by surprising them with dream adventures. These are their adventures. These are their stories. This is their show. Veteran Outdoors, giving back to those who gave. Veteran Outdoors, presented by Ambush Firearms. Don't just hunt, ambush. Polaris, see the hardest working, smoothest riding off-road vehicle now at your local dealer. Charlie Bravo Aviation, freedom in private aviation. Anti-monkey butt powder, they cover our butts, let's help cover theirs. And U.S. Optics, engineered for superior performance.
Prior to coming on the trip, I was contacted by Wes Higgins of Veteran Outdoors, and he basically told me that I would be fishing on his boat with him in a bass tournament located at Lake Fork, Texas.
Hey, I'm Wes Higgins with Veteran Outdoors. We're down here in Emory, Texas today. Going to be doing some fishing at Lake Fork. We're excited about it. I've got Sergeant First Class Matthew Miles with me. He's an engineer from the United States Army. Here in a few minutes, we're going to link up with some of the guys with Army Bass Anglers. We're linking up with Major Cody Robertson and going over to Lake Fork Tackle, see if we can't pick up some last-minute gear and get ready to do some fishing.
Yeah,
with the name.
It is, face with the name and the whole 9 yards. You guys going to fish this tournament?
We're ready.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Good deal.
I'm excited.
That'll be good. Hey, how are you?
Matthew.
Major Cody Robertson. Nice to meet you, Matthew. How are you?
Good, sir.
You ready to fish?
Absolutely.
Cool, good deal. Well, Wes is gonna hook you up. He's gonna put you on some good spots.
When I initially pulled up to Lake Fork Tackle, I was just assuming that we were going to stop by, link up with somebody that was part of Army Bass Anglers and was a contact for Veteran Outdoors. It was a link-up point, essentially. And when I entered Lake Fork Tackle, that was when I realized that it was obviously more than just, meeting.
Hey Matt, I don't know if you know, but this is the very first bag of the slugs ever to have the Army Bass Angler logo on. I mean, literally the first. So with that said, all yours, man. Cool. Good luck. Hopefully that'll be a lucky bag tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna let Mark show you how to rig some of this stuff because you're gonna get it from the man.
But 90% of your fish tomorrow come on this one.
Whatever.
I was under the impression that I would be entered in a tournament with Wes Higgins of Veteran Outdoors. I was slightly misled in the sense that they were offering, a great deal more than that.
More surprises in store when Veteran Outdoors returns.
Closed captioning is provided by Source One Distributors, committed to the mission.
Anti-monkey butt powder understands the freedoms we have as Americans and supports Veteran Outdoors. They've donated thousands of items to our troops. And during this season of Veteran Outdoors, they will donate $1 to support our program, plus send an item to our troops for every bottle of powder purchased on their website. As someone who spends a lot of time outdoors, I know that chapped, irritated skin can ruin your day. Anti-monkey butt powder helps you stay comfortable all day long. So remember, The troops are out covering our butts. Let's help cover theirs.
Only Polaris delivers the ultimate combination of power, suspension, and agility. The only trail-capable side-by-side, Ranger RZR. The only sport performance side-by-side, RZR S. The only 4-seat sport, RZR 4. And the only extreme performance side-by-side, the 88 horsepower RZR XP. Razor sharp performance only from Polaris. Huge rebates and low financing are available right now during the Polaris XP sales event.
They got the straw that you use.
I'm a hardworking American, raising a family, helping my neighbors, and appreciating the men and women in our armed forces. I also happen to sell private planes. Sure, there are celebrities who jet around the world, but 90% of the private aircraft in the U.S. are flown by small and mid-sized businesses. Companies that use planes to get to remote locations or respond in a crisis enjoy profitability that shows what a competitive advantage private aviation can be. A big thanks to the men and women who defend that freedom.
This segment of Veteran Outdoors is brought to you by Sport, the ultimate hydration and performance drink.
Welcome back to Veteran Outdoors. Lake Fork is home to some monster bass, and the Army bass anglers are out in force to support, defend, and fish. They've planned to surprise Matt with a spot as an honorary member of the pro team during the Big Bass Classic.
In 1998, I joined the Army, and I joined mainly because I felt like I was bored with school and I wanted to do something more challenging, more exciting. My platoon was actually a route clearance platoon, and they would go out and identify or try to remove and reduce IEDs. Once we left the security halt and I knew I was only approximately 2 kilometers from their destination, or from our destination, I was under the impression that we would find something, and we traditionally would check certain spots. And in doing so, we didn't find anything prior to me striking the IED. During this mission, I was a senior NCO in the element. My immediate impression was to hurry up and get the choppers there so that we could be evac'd out of there and get to better medical care. It took approximately 45 minutes for the medevac birds to pick up myself and the other 2 wounded from my platoon.
My name is Charles Guthrie. I'm with the Army Bass Anglers. I'm a retired Army First Sergeant. One of our major missions is to take and get veterans, get them out of their living rooms, get them on a boat and get them out here and fish so they can experience this wonderful, great outdoors that we have around us here in Texas and all over the United States. We're also very glad to be partnered with the Veteran Outdoors.
Matt, in order to put all the stuff that you're going to get and what you already have got you a tackle bag to make sure you have everything, to put everything in there, and we appreciate everything you've done for us, buddy.
Cool, thanks, Jason.
I'd like to thank all the pro staff from Army Bass Anglers for providing me with a great deal of surprises that I had no idea I was in store for.
There's a 6'9" drop shot rod, which will come in very handy by a castaway and the Army Bass Angler, and some rod gloves to put on the end of them. Thank you for service and very much.
On behalf of Army Bass Anglers, this is a custom digital rod and an Ardent SX 1000 reel. We wanted to present to you to use tomorrow. We'll get it all rigged up with some Lake Fork Trophy Lure stuff, and I think it's going to be combat effective for you tomorrow. We can't thank you enough again for your service, Will. It's all yours, man.
Once the injury occurred, my wife was actually notified within 12 hours from our rear detachment, and when I arrived at Walter Reed 3 days after the injury, my wife pretty much met me there and saw me in the intensive care unit. I think the biggest motivating factor for me to get well was to be able to play with my kids and do things that would excite them and make me feel better about the position I'm in now, not being able to do them as well as I used to. I feel organizations like Veteran Outdoors have been able to afford soldiers like myself the opportunity to get back into things that they maybe once did or things that they've never done before, and make them realize that they're capable of still fulfilling those types of things in their life.
I called you up, about 2 weeks ago and asked you to come down here and go fishing with me. What do you think? You ready to do it?
I'm thoroughly excited. I don't have a big fishing background, but I can't wait to get out there and catch the big one.
Well, I know you told me that your wife's father, I believe, does a lot of fishing in Alaska, and you've been privy to get to go up there and do some of that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna baptize you into doing some Texas fishing with some largemouth bass. It ought to be a good time.
Excellent.
What started out as a small local project has grown into a nationwide movement.
It started just as an idea.
The Boot Campaign was created to generate American awareness about the needs of our military men and women returning home from combat.
I said, you probably have the best idea I've ever heard of when it comes to supporting the military.
You know, take a moment out of your busy day and put yourself in their shoes for a second.
Find out how you can help support the Boot Campaign by logging on to bootcampaign.com and get your boots on.
Veteran Outdoors is proud to have country musician Kyle Park as a lifetime member and sponsor of this segment of VO.
Welcome back to Veteran Outdoors.
My basic injuries were a left leg amputation above the knee, a right ankle fracture that required hardware to fix it, left hand fractures with hardware in there as well. I had a hyoid bone fracture in my throat that caused vocal cord paralysis and swallowing issues, a partial retinal tear in one of my eyes when the debris hit it, and I have some facial lacerations that have healed relatively nicely. All right, it's a nice early morning and we're getting ready to go win ourselves a boat. Hopefully we can take this thing and have a great time.
I want to just tell you, hey, we're going to have a great time today, but first thing, this is a tournament. So I know that's a great looking VO shirt, but we're in a tournament today. So I wanted to make sure you had your own honorary Army Bass Anglers custom sublimated tournament shirt. We're gonna back you in, we'll get down in the water, and then 6 o'clock it's on, baby. Hey Ken, how you guys doing this morning? I'm at Lake Fork and I'm out here with a wounded veteran. I thought it'd be really cool if Matt got to give you guys the fishing report this morning. All right, here's Matt.
Hello, Central Texas. Looks like the fishing report for today is clear skies, murky water, and lots of fish biting.
Cool.
Thanks.
Hey Ken, hey Matt, thanks for letting Matt give the fishing report to all of Central Texas this morning. That was pretty high speed. Cool. Right there, dude. Hey, it's a gigantic ball of shadow over here. You want to come up here? Oh, good stuff, dude. I thought that was on you. I thought he was coming after you. Oh, I thought, Got him?
I'm hooked.
I got one.
I'm hooked.
Got a little one. Hold on. We got a little one. And there's a limit. Believe it or not, that is a limit. Now we gotta get rid of these little guys for some bigger ones. That's a limit, man. All right. Cool. You know, it's been a pretty tough day today, but we've managed to pull out a limit. But with that said, we thought there for a little bit we were going to be cursed. We caught back-to-back catfish, and that's not a good thing when you're fishing in a bass tournament. We persevered, we stuck it out, and we managed to pick up several stumps along the way. And we managed to catch a lot of grass, but we did have a lot of fun. And we're not done yet. We're trying to cull our last fish, and I think we might be able to pull one more out of here today. But it's definitely been a tough day, but a fun day for sure. Yeah, baby! Check that out. That's freaking awesome. All right, you're not gonna believe this. I just threw my bait out there. I was throwing a Lake Fork frog, and the line broke. So I'm reaching in the water to actually grab the line and bring the frog in so I can retie my bait. And a fish grabs it, and I end up pulling the fish in completely by hand, free spooling my hand, wrapping it around, and brought this little keeper in to now. This is gonna cull our smallest fish. Talk about some luck today. Oh, that's some luck.
Catch on that worm. Matt Miles and Cody Roberson, they got 3. They're actually filming a show today for Arm Bass Anglers. You guys got a limit 385. Hey, you know what? That may be in the money today. Did you guys have a good time? Absolutely.
We're behind the scenes at Veteran Outdoors studio today. We're surprising a young man by the name of Matt Miles. He'll be in the audience, and he has absolutely no idea that Dan and I are about to surprise him on stage here. Dan, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
We're ready.
When Veteran Outdoors returns, Rudolph pays Matt Miles an early visit to see if he's been naughty or nice. Matt's first trip was okay, but okay isn't good enough for Veteran Outdoors. We're bringing him back to complete this mission.
This is the perfect hunting combo for our program. The 6.8 rifle offers low recoil, yet provides enough firepower to ensure our hunters have enough gun. This lightweight design and monolithic upper and adjustable stock allows the hunter to quickly and easily set up the gun to their specific field. Each rifle is then topped with a US Optics scope, which features a wide field of view, low light performance, and a true diopter adjustment, which equals unmatched, reliable, on-target shot placement. Tim Kennedy, former Green Beret Special Forces sniper, Ranger, and big fan of this gun.
This segment brought to you by Masetta Land Solutions, helping landowners restore and preserve the beauty of the Texas Hill Country.
It was just really, I felt isolated within Walter Reed. This soldier's angel, which really was an angel, just came out of nowhere and was there for me.
A contribution to Soldiers Angels provides vital aid to wounded heroes through programs designed to give them hope, comfort, and dignity. Show your gratitude and may no soldier go unloved. To donate, visit soldiersangels.org.
Well, leading up to the surprise at my son's school play, my wife had been kind of blowing me off in the sense that I had been talking about getting a rifle, and you know, I wanted to get out and possibly take a hunt sometime in December before the season closes, and then she kept putting me in a position where I felt like, why is she so brief? And and come to find out, she'd been planning this with yourself and Cody and making sure that this happened.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh, am I too late? Am I too late? No? Oh, whoo! Man, I'm sorry we're so late. Santa sent us down with an early Christmas present for a deserving young man. Bring out the present. Whew, that was good singing. Let's see, Santa wrote a letter. It said, a deserving hero went on a surprise fishing trip earlier this year, but unfortunately the trip didn't turn out quite the way we wanted it to. So we're here today to surprise our good friend and our hero, Matt Miles, with a dream hunting trip to Menard, Texas. We're going to take care of you this time, brother. Come on stage. Let's go, brother. Oh, thanks. Well, your wife, Maria, she has your bags packed. Advanced Orthopedics gave you a couple of days off. We have the truck outside. Your mission begins now. Yeah, are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. You can't hunt without your own rifle, so we all have one. Patriot Ordnance Factory wants you to have your own, and here you go. It's the Patriot Ordnance Factory 308 with a Nikon scope on it. We also have this all your camouflage gear in here with a couple of extra goodies from Game Guard and Texas Hunt Company. And we'll go ahead and get ready, and we're due out on the range in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're all over.
We decided to come out first thing this morning. I was in a position where we were just waiting, looking out in the clearing, hoping that some deer would cross. We found a pretty good sized buck that came out towards the back of the clearing, and to see that kind of a buck standing out there waiting to be plucked, it's pretty cool. I think the opportunity to be out here hanging out with you guys, being able to shoot at a nice buck like that, just is another testament to, what people give back. Oh yeah, he's laid out. I'm glad I had an opportunity today to take this deer down, because he's a little bigger than what we saw yesterday.
Yeah. All right, we got one last thing for you, Matt. A knife from the folks over at Redwood, so you can get to work cleaning your deer.
Awesome. Since I can remember, I've been wanting to go out hunting, and now I've been able to realize it and shoot a pretty good deer and have a hell of a Christmas present to take back with me.
Join us next week on Veteran Outdoors as big leaguer and VO staff member Doug Brocale makes a trip to Wyoming to surprise Army veterans Whitney Lesser and Nick Casbaum with the monster mule deer and pronghorn antelope hunt at the famed Wagon Hound Ranch. You won't want to miss this.
For more information on how to get involved or about the products and organizations that you saw in this episode, please visit veteranoutdoors.com.
This is all about the heroes who risked their
I'm about ready for one of those too.
I wish I could do that. Back screaming.
Go to tournaments and start raising monies and awarenesses. What's the word I'm looking for? We're trying to get them be a drill sergeant and get them motivated.
You're not gonna believe this.
What spot?